Hey guys, how's it going? I hope you guys are good. Welcome back to my channel. Today's pick a card reading is going to be what's coming in for you guys in June. So my lovelies, what I would like you to do is take a look at these three images and go towards the image that you feel most drawn to. As always, my lovelies, you are more than welcome to pick more than one pile. If you have chose your image, let's get straight into the messages. As always, everything will be timestamped in the comments below for you. Hello there, pile one. So if you guys chose this image, let's get into your reading. I hope you guys enjoy the messages, and some of these messages will help you and resonate with you, okay? So pile one, what is happening for you guys in June? What's happening for pile one in June, please? Messages for pile one in June. Five of Cups. What's this Five of Cups about, please? Ace of Swords, and we have the Queen of Cups. I really like this, guys. Some of you may have air in your chart, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We've got Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces here as well. You don't have to. Or just overall, there is energy of mental clarity in June, okay? And I feel like you've been on a journey emotionally. Some of you, this is a passing, so I'm sending my condolences, or you've been on a journey of mourning, grieving a change. And I feel like it's been a real struggle for you. One, because I feel like you're a very sensitive soul, you're an empath, you're a healer. But it just takes a while for your emotions to get back into balance. Everyone's built differently, right? But I just feel like when it comes to the matters of the heart, it really takes a while for you to make peace with things, okay? And I see that happening for you guys in June. If anything, you are going to be changing your perspective on this loss and seeing it as a blessing in disguise, okay? I'm also getting here that you are going to be creating a change of where this change that you're making, it doesn't feel right within your heart space, but then you know that it's for your greater good because your intuition is telling you that if you do not make these necessary changes, it's going to continue to affect you in the long run emotionally. So I'm getting two energies. Prior to June, for some of you, you've made a change and then you've been trying to adapt to that change, crying it out, possibly releasing, healing, being kind to yourself, and showing yourself compassion. Trying to make peace with the decision that you've made. It's like, oh, it's such a really complex energy I'm picking up here, guys. Basically, making a head over heart decision, and maybe you are someone who tends to, you go by what you feel, but you can't do that all the time, right? We've got to discern situations as well, hence why you guys have possibly really been struggling with this, okay? So that's for some of you where now in June, you still could be still in these emotions, but you could be getting that mental clarity based on, because your emotions are now changing for the better. It's like, okay, I see the silver lining now because I'm in a better place emotionally, okay? Others of you, like I said, I'm getting some that are still stuck between energies. Others of you, you're on the other side. So take it as it resonates. As a whole, right? As a collective who's picked this pile, I see that you guys are going to gain some form of mental clarity and epiphany on this, where you are going to feel more in balance with your emotions and feeling a sense of liberation. You're stepping back into your light. I like this, guys. I like this. Tell me more, please. What's happening for pole one in June, please? Four of Wands. Don't know if you've been crying in the comfort of your home. That's for some of you. There's been regrets. Never have regrets, right? It's part of the experience, but you'll get that mental clarity as well. Um, two fives here. Look up the angel number 555, or in June you may be seeing that. But oh goodness gracious, tell me more about this Queen of Cups. I was getting that vibe. Moon. So what's happening for you guys in June? Intuition is becoming more heightened. I would say journal your dreams during this time. Okay. It's unfortunate that there's hidden forces here, but I do like the fact that you are so intuitive and in tune with your emotions that you're allowing the divine to guide you to make you see something. So if you have been waiting on communication, new information, clarity from someone, you're not going to get it, unfortunately. And the divine will lead you to that clarity instead. So it's kind of like you discovering things based on via your dreams, intuition, and possibly finding this out in the comfort of your home. You could have this aha moment. That's for some of you. But it's really given energy of like the truth is setting you free. You've had an inner feeling about something, and that will be revealed to you. Now, what comes with it is a lot of conflicting energies, triggers possibly, but in the next breath, it sets you free. I'm also getting that you are following your intuition on something that you've been wanting to. Maybe you've been wanting to bring clarity to a situation, but you've been conflicted. It could be pertaining to your home, career. Some of you, if you're in a relationship with someone or who you live with, but there's something to do with community, home, foundations. I don't know if some of you lost a home, but why am I getting that you have an epiphany on something, then it then leads you to, oh my gosh, I'm in regret. Why did I, right? So you stay in those energies for a while, but then it's kind of like all that confusion, illusion clears up, and you're able to then rebuild yourself and being more solid and rooted and grounded. And for some of you, it could be pertaining to whether it's you doing something different in your home, decorating, changing things around, moving home, job, I don't know, or just overall, our body is a temple foundation, right? Rebuilding and restructuring yourself where you feel more solid. So that's another energy coming through. Queen of Wands in the reverse. What on earth? So there's a vindictive feminine in your energy here. What's this Queen of Wands in the reverse? Three of Pentacles. What's the Three of Pentacles? Queen of Swords. Very good when it comes to your work life, guys. Very good, very good. You could even be getting promoted in June, or just being more recognized, praised for your work. Some of you could be speakers, or you analyze something for work, whether you work with figures, IT, I just heard in my head. Whatever you do, you're very good at it. Very good. So I do see people being drawn to you based on your intellect and how you articulate yourself, okay? But there is someone behind the scenes who is not happy about that, but who cares? Proceed to move forward and continue to get the recognition and praise that you are deserving of. Um, there is a mother figure. I don't know if you live with this person or they're part of your community, but it's kind of like they're quite angry. Someone's angry with you with the fact that you are not willing to cooperate with them based on their own accord. Um, this is someone who is not taking action. Someone doesn't like your boundaries, basically, whether this is a man or a woman. I'm getting in work and out of work. If you've been having a rocky relationship with a feminine, um, who may have anger issues or is quite impulsive with their actions, or very insecure feminine but does the most with her actions, that's possibly linking into what I was saying, that you had to make a head over heart decision over someone. So that could be for some of you, but nevertheless, this is someone who I feel is not really happy of the fact that you're still trying to, not happy of the fact that you're still proceeding to move forward, you're still sticking to your guns, I just heard, and having that boundary in place. It's kind of like they feel a bit demoted or not important in your life. They don't feel recognized. But whoever that person is, whether it's you approaching something differently in the workplace, in your home life, whatever the case, the relationship may be, it's kind of like it's building confidence in you, feeling like, okay, I dealt with that situation, I was really outspoken, now it's kind of like someone's woke the beast in you guys. That's always really giving, where it's like, yeah, okay. So I don't know if you are someone who found it hard to approach situations, because rightfully so, especially when it comes to people who are imbalanced and they're not wrapped tight, it's kind of like, it's not that you don't want to smoke, it's just that I just don't want to deal with the noise. But there's times when you have to address situations and let people know, listen, this is the situation and this is what I stand for. I said what I said. So it's kind of like you putting someone in their place. It has knocked their confidence a bit. Is it getting them a bit pissy? Yes. But it's making them see you in a different light and put respect on your name. Good. What's this Five of Cups about? Knight of Pentacles, the Hermit. Yeah, so there's a higher learning in June, guys. Yeah, it's definitely something to do with losses, where it's building character, spiritual strength. You could be going through the dark night of the soul, or you are in June working your way out of that. Oh, I like this, guys. I really like this. It's really telling me that you've gone through a period of darkness. What the fuck is going on? Am I ever going to come out of these energies? Oh my goodness gracious. I also feel like you have gone through testing times. The divine has put you to the test, you know. And what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. You've had your weak moments, but what has it led to? Inner wisdom. Like I said, it's built character, and you now having that spiritual enlightenment. So with that Knight of Pentacles, it's really telling me that you were focusing on something for so long, you were really finding it hard to release these upsetting emotions. Putting on a brave face at work every day, or if you are in this energy in June, I see that energy shifting. So give yourself grace and continue to it's all about the gift of time and being patient with yourself. Something about being patient here. Okay. But I can't shift off this energy to do with something that may have really broke you. It's now making you feel much stronger. Stronger. hmm What's this Ace of Swords? Four of Pentacles. King of Wands. Three of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you're getting some form of mental clarity based on someone who wasn't really. This is someone who flexes a lot. They present themselves as someone who is, they handle situations accordingly. But when it comes to situations about them, they hold back. So I don't know if someone was holding back of giving you mental clarity about something. That's for some of you. Or you could be gaining mental clarity that you were holding yourself back based on the fact that you was waiting on some form of communication. And it's kind of like, I'm proceeding forward anyway. If I have that last conversation with this person, cool. If there's no closure, cool. You know, because you should never wait on closure on anyone anyway. But I feel like you wanted this person to do the right thing, to stand with integrity and stay in the same energy that they always do. And I don't know what that's pertaining to, but it could be something pertaining to this person that took action based on greed. They done something that was from a selfish act. Um, and it's kind of like they don't want to take control and accountability of those actions that they participated in when it comes to greed. Now I feel like you are reclaiming your power back, proceeding and going in another direction. Your energy is definitely shifting in June, where you're going from introverted to extroverted, feeling more confident within yourself, feeling, you know, like I said, you have that mental clarity about this whole situation, whether you have been waiting on closure, whatever the case may be, whether it's the divine that's assisted you that now sets you free. You're feeling more powerful and bold. I can't shift with this energy to do with confidence, um, in your actions moving forward in your new chapter, your new journey in life, but also how you're going to be proceeding in this new direction. Okay, Five of Wands. Yeah, there's a lot of competition around you in work as well. I feel like there's a lot going on in your life, my honey. I mean, fives are all about changes. So what I'm getting in June is that you've been experiencing so many changes personally, work life, family, friends, whatever the case may be. I don't feel like it's just been one specific thing. Absolutely not. Spiritually, you've been on a spiritual journey. Also pertaining to your 3D world, community, home. Oh my goodness. And I can see why, you know, you being in this energy of, I just want to break. I want these obstacles and challenges to come to an end, you know, and I just got chills on my legs here. So what you can see in June is things are starting to ease off and your energy into balance. Praise the Lord. And I really do feel also, do you know why? Because of your own actions that you're taking, your free will is coming into play, which is making the divine work with you better, okay? Or you work with the divine better, should I say. But the Lovers and the King of Pentacles, something about your light in work. I mean, it's going to attract a lot of people that will be drawn to you, but also people wanting to feel like they need to up their game and seeing you as a new competitor. I just heard, so I don't know if you're like new on the scene or your strategy is changing. That could be, you know, King of Pentacles is telling me that you may have been doing something for a long period of time, and we always have to be up to date with the trends, etc., you know. And that could be for someone who is self-employed in this reading. If you are someone who has made something of yourself, your higher self is telling you to make a choice whether you want to retire early. That's for some of you. You could be thinking about the long, I feel like you've been looking to a long time anyway, but there's just something about you where you're just like, I've worked so many years of my life, I really want to be in my soft life now. That's for some of you. I don't know if you're thinking about grandkids. That's for some of you, or your own kids, or both if you have grandkids. But your higher self is telling you, oh, I want to rest a bit, you know, I still want to work, but I want to take that foot off the brake a bit. So that's for some of you if you've been working for donkey's years. So yeah, you could be feeling a bit conflicted about, should I still continue to put in work, whether you work within a company and you're, you know, you have respect on your name, or you do something, you're entrepreneur. Okay, so make that choice, because it's a difficult one, but you're going to still continue to feel conflicted if you don't. Okay, Page of Swords, High Priestess. Yeah, definitely something about intuition is being more heightened in June. Absolutely. What's this Queen of Pentacles about? Ace of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, I feel like there's been a lot of inner healing behind the scenes. Not a lot of people have known what you've been going through. So just keep that in mind, my honey, especially when it comes to messaging. There could be someone that's really curious about you during this time and questioning, like, what is going on with pile one? Meanwhile, you're having silent battles. I don't feel like you are someone who is quite confident to let people know, listen, I'm going through a lot right now. Maybe you are someone who just shuts off. And that could be with that hermit, you haven't been connected with society. Three of Cups is here. So I do see that you are possibly going to reconnect with your soul tribe family. But I feel like someone feels that they've had to be connecting with you. This is a very specific message. If you have a presence on social media, whether you post for business, for fun, there is someone who has been feeling like they see you working, but you're not really interacting in other ways. So I do feel like there has been some form of I'm getting two energies. This could be the person who has caused this upset, but I'm also getting that there is someone in your life, a feminine man or woman, who, I don't know if this person used to come around your home a lot, but they can sense your energy like something's not right, but you've been quite vague with your communication. So I don't know if this person has Scorpio in their chart, but I feel like this person has been having their silent battles as well. So I don't know. There's something about you need to reconnect with a feminine here where it's like you need to catch up with someone. You both need to catch up on what's been going on in each other's life. Because I feel like this is someone who has silent battles as well. They're quite secretive and they don't reveal what's going on in their life. Like it's kind of like two people that have a lot of love for each other, but life has been life in and you've been finding it hard to reconnect. So I don't know if you're single parents or you have a lot going on in your life personally, financially. Queen of Pentacles, she's got a lot to get through. To just have that food for thought that there is someone that I feel that person's always in the back of your mind. And if you're thinking, if that person pops in your mind and you're like, I don't know, it's like a faint thought, reach out to that person because that person may be actually going through something, but this person is also picking up on your energy. I don't know, this is some telepathic situation here. Now whoever this person is, that I feel it was an unrequited situation or something to do with numb, you feel numb to the situation, no more love to give in the situation. This is someone that could be eavesdropping. So if you are someone who posts a lot on socials and you talk a lot, or something about, if you post pictures, whatever the case may be, this is someone who's been really nosy. This is someone who may feel like you're sending them subliminals. That's for some of you. Or overall, because your energy is such a mystery and there's no love in the situation anymore, you're not showing this person any compassion whatsoever. If anything, you're putting it into you. This person sees your energy has really shifted for the better, and it's kind of like they're wanting to get this new you, and how they can only connect with you is via social media. So this is someone who is trying to get the answers, to figure you out, to figure out your lifestyle by how you are expressing yourself. And if you are tarried, how on earth are they going to do that? Because that's general readings. I don't know. If you're tarot reader, they may be feeding too much into tarot readings. If you are not a tarot reader, it's just that with that high priestess, they see your energy as a mystery. You don't really reveal so much information about yourself on socials. I mean, I was about to say who does that, but there's a lot of people who do that. But your energy is telling me you're a private person. So where someone had a lot of access to you, they don't, especially this new version of you. And this is what they're trying to be. They're nosy. They're nosy. They want to know what's going on in your personal life. They're not going to get anywhere, because your intuition is also telling you to be very specific in what you reveal or what you post. You know, you know that this person's watching you online. Yeah, you know. What's this moon about? And then I'm going to close out your reading, honey. The Sun, Page of Wands, Ace of Wands, and we have the Empress. I like that. Let's end it on here, my honey. So if you know you are able, be careful with pregnancy. I don't know if someone's feeling quite confused about pregnancy, or again, if it's nothing to do with a pregnancy, the Empress is someone who goes through a painful experience. Okay. And once she goes through these painful experiences, she's able to create and give birth to a new environment, an idea, creativity. If you are thinking about doing something creative, June is the time. June is definitely the time. Moon is there. So please keep that under wraps. Do not tell anyone until something is launched, or whatever this new creative spark is that you want to go towards. If you have already taken action towards something, I see that is going to be a really happy outcome. It could either pick up even faster around Leo season. So look out for that, guys. Um, there's something to do with exciting news. So you could be hearing about someone's pregnancy, or this is related to you. You know what to do, guys. You know what to do. But like I said, the Empress is just more, she's not just about pregnancy. So I just feel like overall, if you know that that is not going to be the case for you, it's just that you're more, like I said throughout this reading, you're more happier. You're more, your vibration is like, oh, we really good, really good. Exploring more, you could be out more with a child, but I also see something about you receiving good news. I think about you receiving good news where your role could change. So that's for some of you, if you've been wanting to change jobs or put yourself in a new environment where you can be more creative, more expressive, because your energy is telling me that if you are someone who has not been feeling quite satisfied in what you do for a job, or where you feel like it's just run its course, this new environment is going to make you really reach your full potential. But that does determine on your action, right? So maybe it could be your actions that are blocking you. The moon is here, which is telling me you may have been having confusing feelings if you should start putting yourself out there, or whether it's that you want to step into this creative spark alone, or find a company where you can, like I said, shine bright. Either way, the answer is yes. There's nothing to be confused about. You're even getting dreams about this, my lovely. If you've already taken action, I see something coming towards you where you'll be very happy. And there's something about growth, abundance out of that. Really like that. Really, really, really like that. If you are someone who has been on a weight loss journey as well, I see that happening, changing. If you've been, this is a really specific message, but if you've been thinking like, why is it hard for me to lose weight, or something that's been iffy with your, I just had deficiency in my head, so I don't know if there's something to do with a lack of vitamin D, or there's something that's been hidden that you haven't been seeing. And I don't feel like it's anything to worry about. I don't want to scare anyone, but if you've been feeling quite fatigued or lack of energy, and oh, I want to do all these things, but I just don't have the energy, there is something to do with you receiving information about that. So whether you're going for a blood test, or I don't know, there's something about that you're going to have to initiate it though, to see why something's not working. And I feel like this is when you're going to discover, oh, okay, so that's why. And this is when I see that your energy levels are going to be risen, or just having more energy to do things. So that's for some of you, if you've been having issues with health. Okay, yeah, some of you it's to do with health. Yeah, star. So I see a happy outcome out of that, and you feeling, oh no, guys, I don't know if you've been procrastinating on something, or maybe because of you've had so much going on in your life that maybe that's what's been draining on your energy. Maybe you just need a reset. But some of you, I'm really getting that, you know, you've had it in the back of your mind. I know I need to take a blood test, or I know I need to address why I'm feeling this way. And I see you eventually doing that. And yeah, cancer season, you're going to notice that you're going to have a pep in your step, honey. Whether you're taking vitamins or just overall, like I said, you're recovering, and all these changes are now bringing your energy back into balance. Oh, wait, that was a reading, wasn't it, my honey? Yeah, look what I just wanted to flip out. So 10 of Wands, a release. There's a release here. I like that. No longer having this heavy feeling, whether it's responsibilities or you've been holding on to something energetically. Okay. All right, my honeys, it was a pleasure reading for you, and all the best in June. Bye bye. Hey there, part two. How's it going, my lovelies? If you guys chose this image, let's get into your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed the messages, and some of these messages will resonate with you, okay? So part two, what's going on for you guys in June? Messages, please, for part two in June. Eight of Cups, period. Walking away from an environment that no longer serves you. Some of you may have Pisces in your chart. You don't have to. You're abandoning something or someone or an environment. What's this Eight of Cups about? Nine of Swords, Gemini energy. Oh my gosh, guys, what on earth happening here? So clearly there's a lot of kerfuffle going on in June, guys, or has been, hence why you're removing yourself. What's this Nine of Swords about? The Emperor. I could be talking to a man in this reading, or you are going to be in your masculine energy in June as I do this reading. Seven of Swords. Taking control of your anxieties. What's been stressing you guys out? Goodness gracious. I feel like there's been a lot of over analyzing, worrying, fears. Maybe it's because of your position that you're in. You know, the Emperor is someone who's a provider, protector. So you may have a really important role. That's for some of you. And I really do feel like you have been really finding it hard to do what's right for you, even though you may have a lot of responsibility. Because the Emperor is someone who has responsibility. You have a sense of duty of care to someone, whether you're a father, a mother, or something pertaining to the role that you are in. And I feel like you have been escaping that feeling for a very long time. But with that Emperor, I feel like, you know, nines, not at the end. No, tens are. So I feel like you're feeling it. You're feeling it because it's been causing you possibly sleepless nights, anxiety levels are rising, and you've had your fair share of mental battles. Okay, so it's kind of like, what is it that I need to do? I've got to remove myself from this environment. It makes me feel emotionally depleted. I'm drained emotionally, mentally, physically. This is not working out for me. But in the next breath, I feel like I need to still stay in this position because of the role, the position that I'm in. So that's for some of you, or you wanted to remain in control, you wanted to still keep these issues under control, and now you feel like it's out of your control. It's like spilling out. I don't know where that's going. It's just getting a bit messy all over the place, you know. So I feel like some of you are strategically planning an exit. You're having thoughts of escaping, and you've been trying to control that. Mm-hmm. Tell me more. The Devil. So you feel really stuck in June. What's this Nine of Swords? Ten of Wands. Chariot. I'm going to take that back. I don't feel like you feel stuck. I feel like someone feels stuck on your energy. That's what it is. So there's something to do with codependencies in this reading. I do feel like you're also walking away from a really unhealthy mindset. You know, the Devil can, like I said, represent codependencies, but it also can talk about self gratification, you know, wanting your desires to be met instantly, but what goes up must come down with the Devil. So whatever made you feel on a high, it makes you feel on a complete low in the next breath. You know, that Devil energy then brings in anxieties, oppression, like I said, feeling drained. So that is something that you are taking control of. And when you do take control of that, there is someone who still wants you to be bound to that energy because they're still in their shadow. They're not releasing themselves from codependencies for some of you, or they're not willing to change their mindset. So for some of you, it could be an environment, a person, or just this attachment that you have when it comes to your thought process that you are working on. Like, no, I don't need to be bound to this. I'm not oppressed. I can free myself at any time. I can take control. I can move forward with confidence. If it is a person, just be careful with this individual, okay? Because I really do feel like this person is trying to be strategic to block you from moving forward. That's for some of you out there if it's a person, and they're quite confident that that can happen. No, you think that you are stronger and greater than God's plan because there is quite a few major arcanas here. So in June, what's happening? You following the signs and synchronicities, but also paying attention to what your body and your mind is telling you. I want to say look after your health in June. And I want to say that you are now back in control, especially in Cancer season. Yeah, 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 yeah. If there is someone that you used to have a lot of vices with, that's for some of you, whether it's say it's like partying, drinking, smoking, um, maybe that's something that you're trying to put under control. And I feel like someone's trying to lure you into a lifestyle. That's what it is. Some of you have a particular lifestyle with someone, whether it's a friend, a family member, a lover, whatever the case may be. You may have been bonding with someone, like I said, vices or in some form of unhealthy way that you're detaching from. You're detaching from, okay? And I feel like someone still wants you to still be in that particular environment, have that particular mindset, act a certain way. And it's like, no, you're maturing, you're outgrowing that. Emperor is here, which is really telling me that you stand for structure, organization, stability, being more in control of your environment, being more in control of your thoughts. Like I said, everything has just been unraveling out of control. And it's like, no, time for me to be back in control. So I don't know if someone thought that they were in control of you, or you felt like you handed your power over to an environment or a person. Not in June. Not in June. Let's keep going. What's going on in June, please? For pile 2. So, deck's in a bloody reverse, but I'm going to take it. It's meant to happen, you know. 2 of Swords in the reverse, 9 of Wands in the reverse, 3 of Wands in the reverse. Yeah. So, no longer avoiding something, you know. And that's the energy that I was getting. You were having thoughts of, I need to escape something, or I need to really pattern up and do what's right for me. But it's like you felt really mentally conflicted or closed off to making that decision. The reason why you make a decision is because you see that there's delays coming in, stagnancy, things are getting from bad to worse, more trials, more tribulations, more battles. And it's like, why am I putting myself through this? This is really hard work here. I'm in this alone with that 10 of Wands. You feel like you're carrying something alone. And whilst you're carrying this alone, you're feeling more stuck, more trapped, more stressed, more anxious. And for some of you, if it's relating to a person, they're feeling free like a bird, doing as they please, cruising around in their car, flexing and doing the absolute most. So that's for some of you, if you're taking responsibilities of helping someone out with their own responsibilities. That's for someone in this reading, or someone is trauma dumping, or no, I don't know. I don't know what this is, guys, but you see it as this is a no, no more. I'm not holding myself back and blocking my own growth and my own potential. I don't want to be weary and tired anymore. Tell me more, please. Yeah, some of you it's a lifestyle. Some of you it's a lifestyle. Others of you with that 3 of Cups, you're all about celebrating life and, you know, love, live life. Cliche as it sounds, right? We're here to make memories. You know, we're here for a short time, not a long time. And so, God forbid, if you say, for instance, you're 20 and then blink of an eye, because them years they be going fast. You know, yes, you're 60 years old and you're like, oh my gosh, throughout my life I was just oppressed. No, there's more to life than that. So good for you guys. Good for you for unlocking the shackles. Yeah, death. Changes are coming in. No longer resisting change. Some of you may have Scorpio in your chart. Who do we have here so far? Aries, heavy Aries in this reading. Capricorn, Scorpio, Cancer, Aquarius. Tell me more about that, death. No longer delaying change. Leo, 5 of Wands. Don't let those distractions come in, or whether it's your mindset. It could be your mindset that you're transforming on. That's what it is. It's your mindset for some of you that's been holding yourself back. Maybe you've been telling yourself that you can't grow, it's too late, or it's never too late. It's never too late, okay? Or I don't know, you've been overthinking a situation and having these mental battles about transformation, releasing, letting go, purging, cleansing. Tell me more. 2 of Wands. The choice is yours, my darling. The choice is yours. But I feel like it's time now, and you know that you're having this higher learning. Um, Tell me more about this Hierophant. You're seeing a greater purpose in a situation where it's like, okay, I crossed paths with so and so because of that. Whatever the case may be, energies are unfolding where you're coming to acceptance of something as well. So this is a whole different energy coming through. There's a rejection in this reading, and as cliche as it sounds, a rejection is a redirection. Whether you're doing a rejection or someone's rejecting you, you're not happy with the present moment, but what's come out of it is, yeah, you're not feeling good, but this opportunity that is no longer there, it has a higher purpose and a reason, so it can get you on path to make better decisions for some of you, or to no longer procrastinate, or it's going to differ from pile 2 to pile 2, but it's kind of like a really hard pill to swallow, based on, because it doesn't make you feel good of the outcome of the situation, or it's going to be affecting someone else. You take it as it resonates. But 5 of Pentacles in the reverse, coming out of lack, possibly seeking assistance, resources, help. That's for some of you. Or overall, turning these negative changes into a positive, seeing it as, I'm not a victim to these circumstances, I'm turning things around. I like that. I really like that, guys. Tell me more about this 4 of Cups. Magician, yeah, manifesting your way out of this. Yeah, you know that it's time. It's time now to go down a new pathway. Yeah, you may not be so great of the decisions that you've made previously, but it has a purpose behind it. So then now you know what to do going forward. Don't beat yourself up, and please don't do that, guys. That could be for a pile 2 where it's like feeling quite miserable and in the blues of, now you have this spiritual awareness. It's making you look back on your impulsive decisions for some of you, because 2 of Wands can be like, you know making a decision on the spot, and now you're seeing that these decisions have brought in oppression, but you're manifesting your way out of that, and it's all about new beginnings. Tell me more about this Magician, please. 9 of Cups. Oh, guys, I like this. So what I see in June is you setting your intentions, and the divine understands the signals that you're sending them, because you believe in it, right? You can manifest all day long, but if you don't set that intention, like you believe that you are deserving of it and it's already yours, good luck with that. But maybe that's what was happening before. You wanted to manifest your way out of things, but then your body was saying different. So that's where the universe was like, well, what do you want, pile 2? We know what you want to set your intention on, but your thoughts are saying different, your heart is saying different, and this is where you was feeling conflicted. I want change, but there's delays. Now for some of you, it could be because you wasn't taking action, right? But then you wanted things to come in for you, and that's not how it works. We've got to step in within our free will to create that manifestation. So that's for a pile 2 out there. Or it could be because of circumstances, you wanted to put yourself first, but then you was thinking about, okay, but what about responsibility? What about other people? What about this environment? There's something about a lot of factors involved, where it's like you wanted to be happy, but at the cost of other people, or I don't know, an environment. Basically, I feel like you're manifesting your way out, and please don't come for me. For some of you, you're manifesting your way out of people pleasing, Some of you, you're manifesting your way out of, it's not selfish to put myself first, it's selfless. Now you're going in sequence here, 8 into the 9. So definitely an energy here of a wish fulfillment is coming in. That is what the 9 of Cups is, feeling more emotionally content and going alone. So what I'm getting here is that there's been a lot of distractions and a lot of noise in your energy, whether it's internal noise in your head or, like I said, a lifestyle or people in your life. But like I said, it was very conflicting because what came with it is maybe it's because of who the person is or maybe the role that you're in, right? But I feel like whilst you're manifesting your way out of that, you're seeing it as, yes, there's factors attached to it, but I can now proceed to have a more fulfilling life, even if it does mean me being on my own. Because it's really telling me that you was trying to manifest emotional fulfillment, but still having the same energies around you, and that can't work. You know, you've got to release in order to embrace new energy to come in. So that's what also I'm getting here, my lovely. Four of Swords, you could be having a bit of downtime, contemplating. You could be moving in silence a lot in June, my lovely. Page of Swords. I don't know if you're watching tarot readings in June as well. That's a side note. Seven of Wands. The World. Cycles are ending. I mean, this is powerful reading, guys. Changes. Something about changes in this reading, and it's been a long time coming. Bloody hell. You know, you have been resisting, you know what they say, right? What you resist persists. So you didn't want to surrender on something. You didn't want to surrender on something, but your intuition was telling you you're exhausted. You've contemplated about this long enough. It's time to back down, or it's time to stand up and whether defend more for yourself or to defend or to fight for what's yours or to fight for what you want for yourself, you know. A lot of secret feelings, a lot of secret thoughts, but not actually taking action again. And I feel like you are, tell me more about that World to the Seven of Wands. Fixed energy, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Pisces, Libra. What's this Justice? Ten of Swords. Now, I've got to be real. For some of you, you know, we reap what we sow, right? You may see some form of challenging energies coming to you based on the... Basically, I'm getting here that you may have prolonged a decision, and what's come out of that is consequences, right? Because we reap what we sow, whether it's good or bad. Okay. And I feel like you may not like some of these changes that are coming in. Okay, I get it. So basically, what I see you closing out is you've already had the effects of it. You've been feeling the effects, but you've been resisting. You've been resisting that. So as you're reaping what you sow, it's kind of like, oh my gosh, it's like you've been stuck on this loop here. The more that you stand your ground, the more that those changes come in, then you resist that. And it's kind of like just surrender altogether. So then you can allow the divine to actually balance out those scales and bring in good karma for you. But it's all about being honest with yourself. So what's closing out is no longer resisting being dishonest with myself, severing this tie and setting myself free. I like this. So I feel that you're going to be liberated in June, pile 2. May not end so well. Got to be honest here, but 10s are completions, endings. Some of you, you are releasing yourself from an idea. a fault. Maybe you wanted something to work in your favor. That's for some of you. You wanted something to work in your favor. But remember, when we receive blockages in things, that's a clear indication that it's not meant for us. So I don't feel like you wanted to give up so easily on something, but the divine is telling you to release yourself now, and it's not going to sit right with your conscience, but you feel liberated at the end of the day, and this is when you allow good things to come in for you. Some of you could be pertaining to a contract, or just overall karmic justice is now on your side. Girls are balanced, okay? So Aquarius energy there as well. Got fire in this reading. Aries, Leo, Sag, Taurus. All right, my honeys, I'm wishing you all the very best in June, all right? Take care. Bye-bye. Hey, Pole Free, how's it going, my lovelies? If you guys chose this image, let's get into your reading. I hope you guys enjoy the messages, okay? And some of these messages will help you and resonate with you. Pole Free, what's happening in June, my lovely? What's happening in June for Pole Free, please? Oh, so you're on top of the wheel in June. I like that, guys. Some of you may have fixed energy in your chart. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Sagittarius. What's this Wheel of Fortune about? King of Wands, Leo energy. Whatever these changes are, it's making you feel very confident. You feeling yourself, honey, in June. People are going to be seeing you as like you're really blessed and favored. I just heard in my head. It is going to actually make someone be quite competitive. I want to be on top of the wheel as well. Three of Pentacles. So a lot of people that want to work with you romantically and in work as well. People are going to become quite curious about you. It's like this underdog energy where it's like you've never been noticed until now. But you know what it is because of your confidence with that King of Wands there. It's like a force to be reckoned with, because look at him. He's on a roll. So I feel like based on your initiation, this is where it's making people look at you different. Like, wow, I didn't even know that you had that kind of energy within you. Oh my goodness. So that's for people that already know you. But I'm also getting just people you don't know. They're going to be looking like, something about people just looking at the corner of their eye like, I'm feeling this energy, but where's this energy coming from? What you been taking, Pole Free? Because we want it too. Yeah, there's going to be harsh judgments, but let them judge. Who gives a shit? Scorpio. I don't know why these people are judging you when they're still on karmic cycles. So you may have karmics in June that are judging you because they're just on that loop and still repeating lesson after lesson after lesson, and then they're not really understanding your angle, but it's not for them to understand. They need to stay in their lane and start picking up that call from the divine, because someone's under judgment in this reading and it's not you. What's this Wheel of Fortune, please? Seven of Cups, a lot of opportunities. Ooh, be careful with those options though. You know, Seven of Cups can talk about illusions, confusion. So yeah, if people are coming towards you and they want to collaborate, I want to be a bestie, or can we work? Can we do a project together? Or I don't know, collaborate in some form of way, whether it's someone that does the same thing as you and they want to work with you. It could be because they want more clout, or they want to be recognized the way you are. So working with you, it will build their platform up. Say for instance, if you work on a platform, or if it's actually in the physical, you know, I don't know. So I would say vet these people and their intentions. You know, there's nothing wrong with helping someone out so you can, you know, build them up as well. But make sure that they're just not coming towards you to take the piss and be using you out here. What's this King of Wands about? Yeah, there's a lot of confusion around this wheel turning in your favor. Death. What's this Three of Pentacles, please? Six of Pentacles. Guys, I really love this reading. So you're... Ooh. Some of you may have Earth in your chart. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You know, I feel like people are going to be talking about how you used to be in the past. What's wrong with these people? Shush. Shush. Because I don't know why people are still referring back to your past judgment calls. It's because they have nothing else to say. So all they can do is talk about your past actions. And anyway, I'm going to keep this positive, okay? Because the Wheel of Fortune is, I don't think you care anyway. You don't care. I'm still doing you. And okay, if you want to judge me, cool. You know what it's giving? Also, you see these same people that were judging you, they're going to see it as they misjudged you. This is a whole different energy come through. And you know why? Why? Because now the changes, because it's not a case of where, okay, the divine decides, okay, Valkyrie is going to be on top of the wheel today. Tomorrow I'll bring in all these blessings. No, it's a subtle change, right? Especially with Pentacles here, which is really telling me that you were working on something. You stay committed, you stay dedicated. You finish the assignment, but I feel like you're more nurturing the assignment now, right? Now they see that you're getting some form of recognition, or people have been judging of how you obtain money, right? But it's really giving that you've clearly changed something, whether it's you've always done what you did and you're switching it up, or you've actually transformed, and how you receive money is something that people don't really get. Again, it's not for them to really understand what you do for a living. Who are these people? But anyway, now that it shows for itself that, you know, this is not a joke. I'm out here making money, stability, long-term goals. They want to take you seriously in that, maybe I was a bit too quick with my opinions. I should have kept my mouth shut. Yeah, I agree, you should have. Because now you're on the outside looking in, where you want to work with the collective and be their bestie again, or lover again, or whatever the relationship may be. Yep, yeah, yeah. And low key, you're inspiring these people to pattern up and start making better decisions and change. But it's out of competition. Yeah, it's making people, these people could be actually doing really well in their life, but they feel like they need to do just better than you. Let's keep going, guys. Let's keep going. But yeah, I see you guys receiving. So this could be promotion, recognition. People want to work with you more, give to you more, compliments. I just heard in my head. Some of you, it's something to do with your status changing. So you will be receiving more money, rightfully so. Or if something wasn't picking up and you was working on something, this is where the changes are coming in. The divine has seen that you stay committed even though things were going so slow at one point. Now it's like the opposite effect, where things are going really fast, and now those judgments are starting to be changed. Yeah. It's a bit of a shallow energy I'm picking up with these people that were passing judgments too quickly. Tell me more, please. Eight of Pentacles. So yeah, something to do with work here. Opportunities when it comes to work. Very skilled individual you are. You do whatever you do for them. You do very well. Very well. What's this Three of Swords? We have the Hermit. What's this Hermit to the Three of Swords? Okay, so you may discover something in June. Could be quite upsetting, but I don't really feel like you're going to allow it to affect you. I don't know. Tell me more. Four of Wands. I don't feel like it's you. And I'm not really getting that energy. It's like someone's discovering something about you, but it's too late. Damage is done. What did I get about judgments here, guys? So I feel like there's an energy around you, this energy here. Maybe someone was judging your work, or maybe someone didn't give you a chance, or maybe someone wasn't paying attention to detail. They didn't really see you for who you are. They saw you from a rose tinted perspective here. That's what it is. Could be a Virgo, a Libra, or a Gemini, or some of you may have those signs in your chart, but someone is discovering something in the comfort of their home. And it's kind of like, how did I not see that? So again, didn't I say something about underdog energy? Someone is seeing you in a whole new perspective, but like I said, it's too late now. Three of Swords is here. So I don't know if this is a link to someone betraying you, hurting you in some form of way. Um, mm, oh well, you snooze, you lose, darling. It is what it is. And that's the truth. Ace of Swords. What did I say? Someone's seeing you in a different light here. And like I said, for some of you, it could be pertaining to your work, your career, or options and choices. Because you, so hang on, you have options and choices seeing you for who you are, in what form of way, whatever these options and choices are. And now that these options and choices see you, but not from a rose tinted perspective, it's making them like, oh, okay, so they're seeing you in a different, like, oh, okay, I can see what they're seeing. I didn't see that before, prior to when pole 3 didn't have these options and choices. So I hope that makes sense, guys. Yeah, Page of Swords. Someone's very inquisitive. Like, it's taken them a while for them to accept it. It's like maybe they were finding it hard to accept it. But again, I don't know what this energy is about, but it's not for them to accept or pass judgment anyway. You know that cliche saying, you should never judge a book by its cover. And I feel like your energy is telling me that you're very misunderstood. And then it takes for, for you to do something in the physical, in the 3D world, for them people to really understand you. So whether it's you having clout, your business doing really well, you're making big purchases, your lifestyle's changing. Oh no, very superficial energy here, but the divine is blessing you with what you're deserving of. You're receiving, like I said, whether it's your soul tribe family, people coming in your life to balance out your energy, basically, financially, energetically, something about how you exchange energy with people. It's working very well. It's improving your lifestyle in some form of way. It's bringing in opportunities and choices, but it's also bringing in other options of where people are illusionists and trying to worm their way back into your life. Be very careful. Look, literally, Page of Cups. So what's this Page of Cups? Good news coming in. Some of you are pregnancy. Congratulations. Oh my gosh, something about you're going to be quite shocked about something here, guys. What is that about? The moon, that hasn't been revealed to you. Some of you got a secret admirer. Oh, some of you got a secret admirer. They're not revealing themselves to you in June, though. What's the moon about? Knight of Wands. Yeah, someone's quite confused whether to take action towards you, my lovely. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, they're being quite diligent. Very diligent. Yeah, Ace of Wands. It's new energy. They're going to shoot their shot, though. But why are they taking their time? Why are they not revealing themselves? I just heard because of your demeanor. Yeah, High Priestess. They can't read you. You got secret admirer for true. High Priestess and the Page of Cups. So someone's watching you behind the scenes. It could be actually in your workplace for some of you, or someone's watching your work. Or where's this person from? How would, I don't know. Tell me more about the environment. Page of Wands. Queen of Wands. Ten of Cups. It could be pertaining to a community. On a whole different side note, it's kind of like you may have been in a relationship with someone, and that friend, the person, basically your ex's friend, wanted to shoot their shot first. So you may have an ex partner's friend that is crushing on you as well. Oh, yes. Oh, wait. It's kind of like someone is actually considering that, like, well, Palfrey's ex is claiming that they don't love Palfrey anymore. So should I go for it? Oh, guys, that's a bit spicy, isn't it? That's a bit spicy. Tell me more about this King of Wands. Page of Swords. Monitoring spirits in June. Up your protection in June. Okay. Page of Swords and the Lovers. King of Cups. I just had reminiscing in my head. Why have you got people up in their feelings, guys, in June? Like I said, you don't even know this. It's like, yeah, I'm doing me. I'm getting that bag, period. But I don't know. There's something about your lifestyle and you stable, secure, doing so well financially, emotionally, mind, body, soul. It's making so many people, ex-lovers, ex-friends, your ex's friend is crushing on you. All week, people are just like really having mixed emotions about you in June. Shoulda, coulda, wouldas. I should have opened up. I should have accepted the connection. I shouldn't have chose that lover. Too late. No point getting hung up on the past. Literally, you made them bad judgment calls, and someone could be under judgment. Like I said, but it's not you. People may be seeing that you're their karma in some form of way, based on the bad decisions that they made when it comes to you. What's this death about? Six of Swords. Yeah, you're. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh my goodness. I really like this reading. I don't know who I'm talking to in this pile three, but it's either A, there's something about public recognition here, or B, you've overcome something and this is where you're showing yourself in a 3D world. This is the new me. Um, it's kind of like I'm back, I'm showing my face again. Something about you feeling yourself confident. I don't know if something's changing in your physical appearance or just your aura, your glow. But I definitely feel like you feel like you've overcome a really difficult time when it comes to that death there. Some of you've relocated, or overall you kept your distance for a while and then now you're back into a certain environment. I don't know if you're relocating, going back home, that's for some of you, or these are people from a distance that are watching your glow up. Something about glow up in June. Something about a glow up, and I can't shift off this energy of like people taking you more seriously. Yeah, 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 yeah. You know what your energy is telling me, that you're doing something different and it's quite daring, there's something about you approaching something, whatever that may be, whether you're changing something within yourself, a personal goal, you're doing something taboo in your career, you're breaking a generational curse, I just heard in my head. But there's something about what comes with it. It's like the Queen of Swords is something about authenticity here. Like you stay true to yourself. And in between that journey, there's been judgments, there's been people looking at you sideways. There's been people thinking that you were delusional when they're the delusional one. It's like you stepped out of this box, you stepped into a new experience, you've stayed true to the path, you've continued to be in alignment within yourself, even though you knew that people were mocking you. I just heard in my head. And those same people that were mocking you are now seeing that you've had the last laugh in June. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And there's also something about, I can't shift this energy also about people finding you really attractive. The fact that they can't read you well, you're not, it makes people see you in a seductive way because you reveal something but not a lot, like you find that balance. And there's something about your intellect that makes people quite obsessive over you, not in a sense of like I can't function, oh my gosh, I've got poverty on my mind, no, but it's kind of like, oh, I don't know, guys, I just heard sex appeal in my head, so it's kind of like you've got the beauty with the brains as well. And I don't feel folks saw this in you. Mm-mm. Tell me more, please, for June. Nine of Pentacles, Five of Cups, the Sun. There could be a Leo crying over you. That's what's up with you. I should laugh. I should laugh. I should laugh. Oh yeah. Progress. Things are. Get prepared. Get prepared in June. I would say if you haven't got a planner, get one. If you know that you have a busy lifestyle and mm, you're going to feel blindsided in something, there's energies coming towards you in a good way, but it is going to mean that you're going to have to adapt to those changes. There's growth, things are expanding, and it's coming in fast. Um, your advice on your shadow in June, though, is focus on your thoughts when it comes to, because I feel like prior you had money blocks, right? You had a fear of loss. Maybe you were someone who grew up not having a lot. Maybe you had you was brought up by a single parent, or neglected, rejected as a child, or there's just something about money and hardship, and maybe your parents or one parent had, I just had a bit about answer for some of you, where they had sources of two sources of income. They had to have two jobs or making ends meet. It was a struggle, basically, you know. And I feel like with that Nine of Pentacles, now that you've got in a really comfortable position, whether this is consciously or subconsciously, there is a link to this upbringing where you may continue to just work because you feel like if you take that foot off the brake, then you will lose everything. But it comes from a place of when you were in a position of lack. Now, if it's not childhood upbringing, you possibly went through a period of time in your life, whether it was homelessness, housing issues, issues with employment, and Spirit is saying be careful with that shit, because our thoughts create things. If you're going to be in the back of your mind thinking, oh my gosh, things are going so well, things are progressing, it's like a pinch me moment, like, okay, what's going on here? Am I going to lose it all one day? Well, yeah, if you keep thinking that. Yeah. So be very careful. And I really want to say congratulations, and also go and celebrate all your wins and your achievements. Nine of Pentacles is not someone who's spoon fed. She puts in the work. There's something about advancement here in June, mentally, spiritually, financially, for sure. And I feel like you have put in so much work, even in between them times when you're working your ass off. You're going through heartbreak, possibly losses. You've gone through losses, you've gone through wins, and here you are now. And I'm not saying that you're not going to have further situations as you continue to progress and advance, but your guides really want you to stop in a moment in between and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Okay, celebrate those wins, those small wins, those big wins, because let me tell you now, there's a lot of people low-key celebrating you in June. And they're running fast to try and compete with you, but you can't. What's wrong with these people? You can't compete where you don't compare. I'm just saying. These are people that chase, though. They chase, and this is where they go wrong. My pile threes, they ain't chasing shit. They attract because they see their worth and their value, and they're patient, and they commit, and they dedicate. They're not impulsive. This is someone that's rushing with no plan. They just have this visionary of, I want to win, and I want to compete. That's not smart. Sit down and reassess, because you're not gonna face anyway. Yeah, Hangman, you're gonna face a block there. I don't know who that person is. Could be a Leo, or someone in your energy that that's very competitive. A man, if it's a woman, very masculine energy. I had to check that was on, guys. But yeah, Hangman in the reverse. Perspective is being changed on what? Three of Cups. Groups of people. Your perspective of someone's changing their character. Someone doesn't like the way you see them. Can you change your mind, okay? I never gossips about you, Palfrey. I was never talking smack about you with these bitches. We were never wearing masks and keen about you and mocking you. So why are you holding back your energy then? You know what you were doing. Don't try and manipulate my Palfreys. They see you guys for who you are. I'm talking to a high priestess in this reading. Don't do that. You don't want to go against the high priestess. You'll fuck around and find out. So they're trying to trying to play with your intuition, Palfrey. Something about a group of people that you used to hang out with, or a masculine that you had good times with, a lot of celebrations, good moments. Yeah, that's over. You see that person as really unhealthy and toxic and can't control their lusts and desires. Hmm. So that's what else is happening, Palfrey. Someone's really look at his face. I should laugh. I should laugh. Look at his face. It's like, oh my god, Palfrey's face. I mean, Palfrey has changed their mind about me. Someone is so focused on appearances, and it's interesting. What's I saying about shallow energy? Someone is really concerned with how they look, their image, and it's like, well, you should have just been a real one in the beginning, and maybe you wouldn't be so pressed about this. So, and that's also energy that I'm getting. Three of Cups is good news as well. Celebrations. I don't know, guys. There's something about things coming in for you where you're going to be so happy. Oh, really like this. And then in between while you're happy, it's kind of like someone wants to celebrate with you. No, you stay in that same energy when you was mocking the collective. Stay on that fence now. With these raggedy third parties, whoever they are. I don't know, something about someone that has multiple third parties. In what shape or form, I don't know. Try to make a narrative that you were the third party when you were the main character all along. Yeah. Where's the main character in this situation? Period. King of Pentacles, because that is the shit there, and they know that you the shit, and you know that you the shit, and the divine knows that you the shit. Period. So let's go through the signs, my honeys. I'm only going through majors: Leo, Pisces, Capricorn, Scorpio, Virgo, Scorpio, Gemini, fixed energy, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. Fixed energy again. So heavy fixed energy. And Pisces, Cancer, Pisces. All right, my honeys, all the best. Bye-bye.